Well, hello! So you want to learn the magics and how to make the sigil. So what I use in the modern day sigil, there's the classic way of doing sigils. You can definitely look that up online. There's a lot of people that make videos about making sigils. I make my sigils with Adobe Illustrator. And so what I do is I take the first letters of each word and then I change the opacity, I enlarge them, I extract them, I change the opacity to 10% for the 10 spherot, and then I place them on top of each other, perfectly aligned, and then I group that image and then I copy it and then I invert it, I mirror it, and I place them on top of each other. If a creature comes up, if I see a particular image that is happening, then I get acceptance from the Lord in order to be able to summon that particular energy, that particular force that I have created with the assistance of the Lord in order to bring it to fruition into the world. The one that most recently have created is one about ending the patriarchy and protection against misogyny. So I don't know its specific name. I gave it a specific name. You can definitely look that up on Instagram under Real Chesco. I encourage you to follow me because there's a lot of things that I post on Instagram that I don't post on YouTube. So I'd love for you to follow me and perhaps you can share some of your thoughts with me. But yes, that's one of the sigils that I made. I've made sigils in the past. I've made a sigil for protection against Ukraine. So Russia is basically not going to be able to take on Ukraine because there's forces there that have been summoned in order to stop them from happening. And depending on the magnitude of my particular power and the magnitude of the group and how many more people share this particular sigil that's out there, I've also played with sigils that I have not put out there. I recently was tackling into CTE and football and all that stuff, and all of a sudden I was playing with the images, and I got the Staff of Skeletor. So it literally looked like the Staff of Skeletor. So at that particular point, and if you know Skeletor from He-Man, you can look that up yourself. It's basically the skull of a ram. And then if you study Kabbalah, that's pretty head on. So I just felt that those were forces that I was not ready necessarily to take on with a sigil. That's the message that I got from the Lord. So I just went ahead and nixed that. But other sigils, when I feel the energy, I resonate the energy and I say, okay, it's got to have power. It's got to be a little scary because, you don't want to mess with sigils. You don't want to, if you're making sigils, you mean business. You mean business. It's the beware of dog sign times a billion. So you really want to think about what it is that you're putting out there. So before I make sigils, I definitely take months in advance to process the energy and see what happens. So I know where I am in the barometer of energy and the capacity of the power that I can slingshot that energy forward. Do you like making sigils? What are some sigils that you're interested in making? Do you want me to make you a sigil? I can make you a sigil. Let me know what sigil you're most interested in, and if you find me on Instagram, you will have it there and you can share it with yourself. I recommend you print these sigils, make them in small format, and then just keep them in your pocket, hand them out to people as cards, put them in your wall, and then just have them around so that way, subliminally, that energy and the frequency of the eternal can be summoned into your brain. What do you think? Do you like sigils? Let me know in the comment section down below. Take care.